Okay, so I'm Rhonda, and we can just start talking because the point that I'm making is not based on who's listening or how many listen. The point that I'm making is going to confirm the fact. Now, as we evolve and we start, and we age and we expect things to happen to us when we're younger, and we assume that we will have all of this wisdom and knowledge as a young person opposed to taking the steps, walking the walk to talk the talk as an elder. And what we don't assume is that we could possibly be from the group of late bloomers. And we don't assume that someone else could possibly be on a pace to get it at a certain schedule as well, confirmation. So we couldn't possibly assume that everything that my hands are doing and how I'm moving could possibly be a part of a necessity. And that there is someone out there, a group of us out there, that part of us speaks a language of that hand movement. Greetings, greetings, butterfly. Confirmation, the evolution of the butterfly. You see? So while we are assuming that what we know right now is all that we need to know, will know, and that others just happen to not be smart enough to know, well, you have to consider that this is not our ending. And it's not their ending because they are exposed to us. And considering that you are the intelligent one of the pair of you, then you're the one that needs to be most accepting of the pair of you. And at some point in time when you don't acknowledge that you were the most mature you could possibly be, as soon as you acknowledge that you got to get on the boat and get your consistency up of being the most mature that you could possibly be. Because it's only about your consistency. And in your consistency, you become more consistent at your expression, therefore, the acceptance of you, which is not important because you are consistent. And everything evolves based on the consistency of exposure. And that is the way you are different to all others, and you can't expect them to get it when you aren't consistent. Because you didn't accept that your consistency determined their consistency. You didn't accept that you were chosen to be the reason that they grumble about their exposure to themselves. You didn't understand that you had to have an evolution of your own detachment from the whole expression of your outward you before you could understand why they only...
Okay, I'm done.
Confirmation, why they only judge the outward you, because that's all you gave them.
What should I wear? This one.
Confirmation, what should I wear?
Grandma, what's this rug doing to my feet? Hey, it's sticky.
But it had to happen just
How?
like that, so that you could go back to the bottom of your group and evolve your way to the top, speaking the language of each level
This is right.
of you. Confirmation.
Should help.
Give me that.
I'll do this one.
Okay. Beautiful. Predestined evolution, as we say. Because what we don't realize when we don't realize that we are the leader by destiny,
Would you help?
we don't, confirmation, we don't realize,
Destiny, no, 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 no.
and 4 no's representing denial. We don't realize that what
We don't realize every time. Everything is confirmation predestined.
we don't realize
Predestined.
that everything
Predestined.
is happening in
Predestined.
perfect order.
Hey, Grandma, there's a fly
Because
on
we
you.
are learning a
A fly on
language
you.
confirmation of unification.
Oh, there's a fly on you.
You see? When you say that you don't like
Ow.
someone,
Help me put this on.
I need you to be a little more patient.
But please, I want to ride my bike.
Then that means you need to focus a little longer.
But I need some assistance.
Give it to me again. Excuse me.
I need you to tie this one. Let me stomp it in.
Okay. You want to say hello?
Yes.
You going to tell them to think about something?
Maybe my bike.
Maybe your bike?
Yeah. Hi. We're going to show you how to ride my bike.